Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. As you can see, our Guardian farm has been working overtime, and we need to expand the storage of it. So, we're going to do that. And as you can see, we have a haste effect. And while I get started laying this out, you can watch a couple of clips of when Nick of Time and I went exploring the Nether. I've never seen one spawn like this. There you are. Oh, hey, Skelly.
I don't see you.
I saw you fly by me.
There's all these, okay, there's this big bridge here.
Yeah, that's the Nether Fortress.
Okay, where are you? I got dudes coming to, magma cubes coming at me.
I'm wandering on it.
Did you go inside?
Yeah, I see you.
I don't see you, but I have magma cubes blocking where I want to go.
I should come back and find you. I start shooting at you?
No, I'm shooting at magma cubes.
Not even a shot across the bow?
That's what I should have thrown in, some extra arrows.
I'm still using the infinity bow.
Yeah, there are dudes.
Ouch, that was my face.
Yikes, yikes, yikes. There's a whole bunch of things that spawned, whatever they're called, blazes.
Yeah,
Down there.
they do that.
It got me. Hey, I hid. You're not allowed to hit me. How do you shoot them with an arrow?
I do.
I need the opposite of a flame arrow.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't do extra damage to them.
No, it doesn't. At least it doesn't heal them.
Well, there is that. I was just getting ready to shoot that dude.
I know.
Where's the spawner at?
There's two.
Oh, I see. I see one. And can you place stuff around it so that it doesn't spawn them?
Forgot about mini slimes.
They keep hitting me. I'm supposed to have plot armor.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah. I see wither skeletons, a whole bunch of them. Oh, you're fighting them.
I'm probably dying to them.
I'm coming, little buddy. Oh, no, I'm not. We should have put a bed down.
No, not a bed.
No?
You know the problem?
What?
I'm gonna have to go get the spare set of wings.
Oh. Heavy bummer. Is there any chance I can take those guys out?
I can't get there.
They're 3 tall.
It's the wrong way.
So if I place block across here, they can't come get me.
I mean, yes, but the problem is I have to get back to pick my stuff
No,
up.
I know, you gotta get back. I was just gonna go into my map and set a spot for the fortress because I don't have one. And I didn't want to get in my map now. while I was endangered.
I gotcha. I have a death waypoint now.
Yeah.
Hey, we got one.
Did I just do that to you? Oh no, there's a blaze down there shooting at us.
We got one of 3.
I don't know. I don't gassed. Yikes.
Oh, there's another one.
I got stuff spawning in. Ah. So I am right above this.
A lot of this is underground.
Yeah. If I dig straight down, I think I'll find it. But I don't see where you are.
Running.
Oh, I see you now.
Oh. I almost ran out of hallway. Because they kept not letting me get all the blocks down. Oh, there's a skull. That's 2 of the 3. Oh, I got 2. So we have all 3 now. So, okay. This will either work. What? No, just...
Do I need to step back?
Yeah. So this will either work really well or really not.
Okay. Watching from back here. Ooh. There's something in there.
What, the wither?
I guess. Scary. Can you shoot it?
You can only kill it now with your sword.
Oh, so we're using the bedrock to
hold it, to trap it.
To trap it. Okay.
So now we got one of these.
Why it doesn't stick out the side or dig out the side of this and go up. Those things are scary.
So it doesn't go anywhere because there's
its head's in the...
Well, if you look at the portal, come up here.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I see.
No, come up here. You see the center pillar?
Yeah.
So its head is actually in that block.
Oh, okay.
That's why it can't move. So if you get this wrong, it can break free or go into spawn.
Yikes. Okay.
But once it's placed, we know where it needs to be placed, and we don't have to worry about it.
So it works now. We're good.
It works now.
And you just put soul soil or soul sand on it?
Soul sand, and then 3 skulls. Do you have a skull in your inventory by any chance?
I didn't get... I have a wither skeleton skull, yes.
Yeah. I don't know. You get to place it this time.
That's scary. I'm coming back here.
Do it.
I didn't realize I gathered one.
It was from an advancement.
Oh, so we...
Wait, you gotta wait till it blows up first.
Oh. When does it blow up? Oh, right there.
Don't spam. There you go.
Oh, can I have that?
Yeah. So I just got another 2 wither heads. Oh, no. I have a wither head from it, and then I have a wither projectile head. So different from a wither skeleton skull.
I got another wither skeleton skull out of that.
Oh, nice. Oh, I think it's because you killed it.
Nether star and a looting 2 book.
Okay, and just like that, we have a beacon. Well, it looks like we're getting a backlog in this chest when we check these ones up here. It looks like we are indeed processing things faster than 1 times hopper speed. So we have our filters set up here. So first we have fish, then we have poppies, then we have iron, then we have crystals, and then we have shards. So these are all named filter shards, like these ones, which that will never be able to fall into this chest. So that is how we are able to do that. And then we just have these chests here for now. Need to be there, and these don't need to be here either. And then we have a overflow hopper that we will do stuff with later. But we need to keep in mind that we need to do something with that. Let's see, so if we come up here and make sure we don't put any of our filter shards in. Should be these ones here. I'll throw the poppies in too. So now we can start looking at what do we want to do with all of these drops. So we're going to want to prioritize making sea lanterns over the prismarine. Oops, I didn't actually break that. The prismarine and the prismarine blocks. So we'll have to do some thinking on how to do that. We're going to want to compost the poppies. And we're going to want to get the fish to a place that has a fisherman trader so we can get some emeralds out of them. So that pretty much solves the poppies, because they don't generate that fast, so I guess we can make this a double chest. That basically stores that away. These we might drop into the fish. Anyway, these being the fish. You might drop into a water stream to move them where we want them. I don't really know, but for now we'll just kind of pile them up there. And then now we got to get into the more complex parts. You can see the redstone levels updating, so that means there's stuff flowing through there. Now let's go ahead and throw these prismarine shards back in the system. And we need to decide how big of a buffer we want here. And having a larger buffer can help make our hopper chains not stack on top of each other, so we can have more space. So like, for instance, we could bring the buffer for the crystals out this way like this one is, where the buffer for the shards could actually come this way, and then we can cycle them around where we need them to be. I think at this point, it's going to be easier to, like over in this area, maybe dig out a little bit more, but to set up the crafting stuff and say, okay, we just need to get the output of these to the input of those, and not worry about making everything super compact, and just let it be modular. Oh my goodness. Where did you come from, friend? I think I have something that works here. So we have the prismarine crystals buffering down around here, and we're pulling off of this hopper. So basically, oh, that's not good. Need to make sure the crystals stay in the first spot. But basically, when the crystals back up, then it will power this signal, and this observer will extend, and it'll craft. Same idea with these other two, except they just take shards. So I think what this is going to do is it's going to craft prismarine until this chest is full, and then hopefully it will stop crafting. We'll find out. And then it'll let the prismarine shards build up, and then craft the prismarine blocks. Now, something I have noticed, which is why I'm trying to keep prismarine crystals building up here, is if it crafts all the way down into nothing, then it'll just fill this whole thing up with prismarine, which is where these 62 prismarine blocks have come from. But hopefully that makes somewhat sense. And that's the idea. We'll see how well it works in the long run, and I'm sure we'll be back to iron some of the bugs out later. We're starting to get a lot of fish. Nice to have that filtered out so we can at least choose to burn them or destroy any excess in that way. So I just did a test, and I'll show you again here. We fill this up. Okay, this is not working. We fill this up. Now it just starts shooting them out. So that means we're going to need to get a little bit more creative here, because we're going to need to somehow take a signal off of this chest and deactivate this. So if we take a comparator here, and 1, 2, we can just decide how many we want it to go. Oh, that's the annoying part. Okay, that's not going to work. What we can do is put a redstone torch there, which powers that. And then we can take a repeater, put it there. So what this will do is once this chest fills up to a certain point, and we could even change it a little bit if we look, we could take this out. Nope, that wouldn't work. Never mind. I was thinking about putting a hopper underneath of the chest, and then I realized that it would fill that up immediately, so you would never get anything. So basically, whenever this reaches a output of 1, 2, 3, 4, it will then invert this torch, which will drop this block. So then all we have to do is scoot this guy back. Nope, not that one. Go right there. Scoot that guy back there. I guess we got to use 2 repeaters. We can use dust. I get some more space here. Put a repeater in there. Like that. Yeah, that'll work perfectly, I think. So basically, we are taking a... Oh. Maybe we need to do this. Maybe we have to do it like that. What was happening was this block was then powering this block. And there's no signals there. Oh. Yeah, I think that'll work. So we've just lengthened the footprint, but we have still made it fit in the amount of space that we have to work.
Well, nothing's showing up in the chests anymore, so
Yep.
Everything must be getting sorted.
Yep. So I had to add, since the last clip I recorded, I had to change how the hopper flows so that all of the shards go into the top of the crafter, and then this hopper I'm looking at here is feeding down instead of into the hopper.
I'm still trying to figure out your sorting. I'm still trying to figure out your sorting.
Okay, well, let me get up there. That's not really... I mean, it's not really my sorting. It's
Oh yeah, I mean you copied it from Impulse, but
yeah. How it works is
so stuff comes in
so
from this chest here. Up, I mean it feeds down through these chests,
yes.
and then
Basically, how hoppers work is they have an order of operations, right? They have a repeat cycle. So the first thing they check when they get initialized is can I pull down? So they check the top.
okay.
The next thing they do is they check if they can push an item. So they check if they can pull, and then they check if they can push.
Okay.
So if we look here, we have a comparator bringing a signal around that then powers a repeater, which then powers a redstone torch, which unlocks this hopper.
Okay, the lower one.
The lower one, yep, which is backing up. So we have. Oh no, it's
Sneak
not.
around and see what I can see. I
It's
can't see what's
free cam.
underneath there.
Use free cam.
There you go, getting fancy on me.
Yeah. So it's just a slice back and so how it works is it needs a output of 3, and the only way for it to get an output of 3 is if the hopper it's reading from gets enough items for 3. So it's like if you just do the one filter item in each spot, it's like 40 some items get stuck in there. But then if you put more filter shards, the less of the filtered item gets stuck in that hopper.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I know I can't. Never mind. I'm in free cam. I can't open stuff.
Yeah. So that's how it checks if it can pull down, and then if not, then it moves to the next hopper. Then can you get pulled down? No, moves to the next hopper. Can you get pulled down? No, moves to the next. So this is the overflow, which is currently ink sacks, and we only have 3 in there.
Which one's the overflow? Oh, this one here?
The hopper that doesn't have a sorting slice in it.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
So then down here, over here. So this is just fish storage. This first slice.
This stuff, yeah. Just a couple of stacks there.
Yeah.
We're still going to be throwing those away.
This next one is poppies. Well, no, we're eventually gonna get villagers to trade them to.
Oh, okay.
You can sell them to fishermen.
Oh.
So you have yeah. So then you have poppies getting put into the composter, and then bone meal coming out.
Except I'm seeing everything's empty.
Correct.
Is that because we don't get enough poppies?
Because we don't. It's a very, very slow process.
Yeah, because it's a iffy if an iron golem will even drop one.
Correct.
And we're not spawning iron golems that fast.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not nothing either.
Yeah. So then the iron's going into that next one.
Mm-hmm.
We can do something with that later, but probably put a crafter on that and turn them into blocks.
Yeah. I mean, it looks something like this. It looked like this slice for that.
Oh, is that what this is?
Mm-hmm. Well, look at the chest you're standing on.
Okay.
And notice the blocks in front of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So this slice is for the prismarine crystals.
Yeah.
And then this one is for the shards. So how this works is I have a lever here that lets me lock this hopper, so I can shut off the prismarine and prismarine blocks, or also just keep it from having to back up X amount of hoppers before it can continue.
Yeah. So where's your lever? Oh, I see, on top.
Mm-hmm. I was planning on putting a sign. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I got you.
And then I have 2 comparators, one for each item type in the crafting recipe.
Okay.
That are pulling signals off, and then they're run into an AND gate here.
AND gate.
Yeah, that's what this is. So both of these torches have to be off in order for this torch to turn on.
Okay.
Which then is what turns the clock on to craft sea lanterns.
That's being powered because this observer's powered. And this observer is looking...
Comparator, not observer.
Oh, yeah, comparator. That's observing. Okay, so it's full of shards. It's on because it's full of shards.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. And then what does that do? Okay, that comes back around here. That lights this up. Lights that redstone torch up. Then this is a repeater. And okay, so the piston.
I mean, really, that repeater doesn't even need to be there. It can be just.
Oh, it pushes the observer. Oh. Any blocker?
Well, no, it can just be dust. It's a holdover from a different design stage.
And then that powers the crafter.
Yeah.
Okay. When this piston extends, the crafter gets powered.
Yep.
Okay.
So then these two, so the sea lanterns don't have a overflow yet.
Okay.
It doesn't have an overflow protection because they're really slow at crafting, and yeah. And then these guys both have overflow protection on them. Otherwise, all of the shards would end up getting crafted into these things and thrown on the ground, and we wouldn't get any sea lanterns out of it.
So, okay. What keeps... So if it can make a sea lantern, it makes a sea lantern. And then overflow from that goes to the next one. And if it can make... prismarine blocks, it makes prismarine blocks, and then if it can't make either of those two, it comes over here and makes the bricks.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have a way you can select what you want it to make, or is it just prioritized lanterns?
I mean, I kind of just added a way while you were talking.
Oh.
Well, not really, actually.
Because if you flip this switch, that'll freeze it so nothing can get past.
Yes.
So, as I'm following stuff around, you were talking about the order.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm following stuff around, so I see these hoppers are pointing at each other. They're coming around. So it first checks if it can suck something, and then if it can push something.
Correct.
And so it's okay. So So does the next hopper checking to see if it can suck override the push something out?
All hoppers function on the same clock cycle.
Okay.
So they're all checking to see if they can pull, and then they're all checking to see if they can push.
Okay. So then really what's happening is not only as something's coming through this hopper chain, not only is it getting pushed by the one it's in, it's getting pulled by the next one.
No. It only pulls from the top.
Oh, okay.
It only pulls in the open opening.
So they're just getting pushed from one to the next to the next.
Correct.
Okay. But like here, this one I'm standing in front of, it's connected over here to the next one, but this one down here is going to pull stuff out of the one that's connected that way. This one is going to pull stuff straight down. And it's looking for prismarine shards. It's all full. It's not full, but it's getting close to full. So does this hopper right here have to fill up before it starts crafting?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, tell me how the overflow works.
So overflow prevention is taking a signal off this chest.
Uh-huh.
To which it has to reach was that 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
So then it turns off this torch, which lowers this sticky piston. Which then if you come up here, this repeater would be pushing into this block. This block like stands up, which lets the signal pass through. So this sticky piston's acting like a relay.
Gotcha.